Hey, good afternoon. It's Bob from Trade Genius, 8th of August. I'm not going to show you too many charts today. I think it's safe to say that they made another attempt to try to get the all-time high, and it utterly failed. And I'm just showing you the NASDAQ chart here. Here's what's been happening in the morning. Let me zoom in a little bit here for you guys. Is that lately they've been always selling them open, and then you get this buy signal here that we have from our day trading money machine, and just rockets. These red down arrows are saying the trade's probably overdone, you probably should cover. And then here's a blue one saying, hey, if you want to get back in, you can. Here's one saying to cover, and this is saying to short, and you can short all the way down. And then we got a trade here, basically it was a little higher to cover, but we're done for the day. And market's selling off now after hours, and I expect overnight to be pretty bloody. And so, you know, the reason is quote unquote Trump, but the market is just extremely overbought. I mean, it's just simply crazy. And I talk about this. It's I'll just show you something that just blows my mind in terms of sorry here if it's catching on. I have so many charts open here. I got cryptocurrencies going. I got like 5 chart programs up. I'm just killing my memory right now. This is wheat and precious metals. Good day for us today. I have 5,000 shares there. That's an aside. I sold the 20s for Friday. And I've been buying AG as well, but I'll get to that in a second. This is the one that just makes me just want to laugh and cry at the same time. This is Tesla today. They are selling shares and selling more debt, I should say, not more shares, and they ramped the stock. This company is worth 53 trillion. I'm now getting exaggerating. $53 billion. They would have to sell 3 million cars a year for the next 3 years at a 5% per car profit just to match the cash to justify the price that it currently is. And they sold 1% of that so far. So it's just crazy. I mean, that what people are doing, it's beyond my ability to comprehend. And so I think, you know, what we're going to find here is that as the bloom comes off this rose, or they're going to make a policy mistake, or Trump actually will follow through with an attack on North Korea. I just think it's a big problem. You know, here's the other thing too. So we have XLE puts for August. Almost giving them up for dead, but now that's pushing down. Oil, they try to ramp it again today. They couldn't do it. I think that's ready to go down this week too. And then we have sorry, the dog is annoyed that he can't play. We're starting to get a bid now on the financials being short. And here, a better way to look at it is from this side. Is that nice reversal candles today. And then I bought some puts on IWM. I didn't mark it in the room because I'm pretty short, and I don't want people to follow me too much because I'm taking on some pretty big risk here. Because I'm convinced that between now and the end of September, this is going to be, look back on this as just what a nightmare, what delusion people were thinking. And so look at that reversal candle here. Boom, boom. Also sold call spread on it too. And so I called out 142, 144 for Friday. I'm pretty confident now that that won't be breached. First time I've dipped back in those in a while. And then I'm accumulating AG instead of buying more Wheaton. And so I bought some at 650, some at 620, now some at 598. And I'm going to hopefully get up to either 5,000 of that or convert it into 50 calls. I also have 10 AG September 6 calls. So I'm not sure how I want to play it yet. Depends if I run out of money in the account to trade with, then I may flip these all to options to free up some cash. But that's kind of where I'm at right now. I feel very comfortable. The miners, they try to sell the miners off. They came back. Gold came back. And you know, we're going into scary world time here. You know, the only thing that I think could derail gold and silver is if the dollar gets really strong really fast and we get a big deflation trade. But I think then my short oil servicers, my short banks, my short IWM trade will serve me well, and I'll just sell calls against my positions. So that's kind of where we are. Kind of what I want to share with you guys today. I just don't think we need to overthink this. I think the markets are in trouble. I think they're playing these games now to trying to just shake people out of their positions. We got whacked out of our SQQQ position, and I think now I just have to stay with some puts, longer dated, and just ignore the wiggles. And I think that's what you probably should do too. Anyway, I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Should prove to be an interesting night. If we sell off hard overnight, then I know things are happening. We got to get it under 58.48 for NASDAQ for me to get too excited, and if not, we're gonna still screw around this range. But I just think I just think we're there. I was pretty despondent when I just saw it ramping. I'm like, oh, they're gonna take it to new highs, and they're gonna blow this thing through. And it's the problem you have when you have logic in your brain and you're dealing with emotions and computers trading off those emotions. And I'm so thankful to see that this thing rolled right back over. And you know, essentially we have a let me see what yesterday looked like here. Sorry, I'm just rambling now. If we no, we didn't get an engulfing pattern on a NASDAQ. We would have had to close below 96, but still, that's not a bullish pattern. I don't care what anybody says. I think the markets are in trouble. I've been begging people, take profit off the table. Some of my really smart and savvy friends are liquidating, you know, and they don't subscribe to me. They're just liquidating. They're calling me up and saying, hey, you still in the market? I liquidated everything. I have a friend of mine who owns a software business and been pitching it because it's been interested in buying it. He's in a really interesting niche and extremely profitable, high margin, high growth, and they won't even give them the multiples that they're giving companies like Tesla and Amazon, you know, and these are companies that either don't make money, never will make money, or barely make money. And so he's just like, he goes, his quote, "This is nuts. I'm getting out of the market. This is probably as good as it's going to get." And I don't disagree with him. And I just don't see where this growth, quote unquote, is supposed to be coming from. You know, they can't inflate it away anymore. You have to realize that what they call inflation, we call a tax. You know, higher food, higher fuel, higher cost of living. You know, unless they're going to jam our wages up. Oh, oops, you got robots and you got China, you got India, you got Vietnam. You know, wages aren't going up. If they keep raising the cost of things, that's a tax. It's not inflation. That's why these idiots don't understand they can't create the inflation anymore, because they're not willing to give people money to live on to be able to buy the higher prices to support the higher asset prices. You know, so it's just amazing. Anyway, I'll catch you guys later. I just think it's gonna be a really interesting night, and good luck. And just like I said, you got to keep some short stuffs on, and I think holding the metals and miners is not going to hurt you. Bye bye.